Boys, we are back with another trade recap. I hope we are all going well. And I'm going to do a recap. We did take a win last night on New York session on NASDAQ. But I'm going to quickly cover US 30. So US 30 came up, gave a retrace, second push. We can't really see it on this time frame. But just trust me, bro. Anyways, so if your take profit was at this high over here, you would have been... How much is that? You would have been about a pip. I mean, a point. 1 point away. One fucking dollar away from hitting take profit, and you would have been stopped to break even. So, if you caught that, that's a little bit unfortunate, but we took NASDAQ fortunately enough. So I'll go over the NASDAQ trade. Very, very easy trade, but remember, boys, when it's an easy trade, that means, you're just doing something right. You know what I mean? So, market opens here. Comes down below this level, has a retrace, has a second push. I enter, right? It gave a second push and it was down here, so I was waiting for a little bit of a retrace, and we got that little bit of a retrace just so I could get a little bit of a better entry. I had a feeling we were going to retrace because we did have this 5-minute BPR right here, so a little bit of a market experience, a little bit of source for you guys. If there is a BPR and you get your first push, second push, wait for a little bit of a retrace and you guys can actually profit and enter off of that. So, you guys were asking, can I go more in depth on these videos? So I will go more in depth. So basically, I'm going to go over my levels and why I put my levels there. So, first we have NASDAQ. And we have our top level, but there's also, you guys could have seen, we have this little mid-level going into today as well. The reason why I did not actually put my level for the top level at this mid-level, which it probably still would have worked, is there's a few reasons. So when we want to be placing our levels, we kind of want to be doing it like on the breakout. Like we don't want to really do it too much, like if we have to we will, but we don't really want to do it too much mixed in between the price action. So, and you guys know, if we have two levels, we have a mid-level and a top level, or like a mid-level and a bottom level, we're going to need price to break through that top level unless we come down to the bottom level first, work that out, liquidity sweep or something, just like an extra confluence, and then we can use the top level. But it's just not as great. Like using these mid levels, like if it's going to break the mid level and it's really the proper move and it's actually going to go up, we're going to see price break the top level or the bottom level anyways, instead of just going for the mid level. So if there's two levels close together and you have a mid level, just make sure you're waiting for extra confirmation if you're going to play that mid-level, or just not use it at all. So I kept it in mind, but I just did not have it on my chart. So top level, because we have these high, this high, and then we came up, react, come down, come up, come down, react, and you can see over here, came down perfectly, reacted there, and then chop through this. We can come down, react off that, come up, react off of that, and then over here as well. So very nice top level. I was very happy with the levels that we're coming in today with. Bottom level, so some of you guys might do the bottom level like this, right? Because over here it's reacting. But you guys have to understand, just because it's reacting in the past doesn't mean we should keep it there. Look in the past, if it's reacting there, sweet. But we have to adjust it to how it's reacting now, right? So I put a little bit more up off of these highs, and you can see it's kind of still trading between this anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And again, you do not have to be perfect with your levels. At the end of the day, if the level was here or if it was here, I basically would have had the same trade anyways. So what did price do? Price actually came up, did this little wick, 1 minute liquidity sweep, came down, pull back, second push. And I actually, the second push was like in the middle of this BPR, but when it's a BPR, you kind of expect it to have a little bit of a retrace. So I waited for a retrace and then I entered when they gave that little retrace, just for a little bit of a better risk to reward ratio. Little market experience play right there. If there's a zone that it's going to react off of, you can kind of just wait for it to react off of, so you can get a better risk to reward, so you can make more money. So take profit. There was these little 5-minute fair value gaps here, but we weren't really worried about it, because the reason is, if we jump onto the 15-minute time frame, more free source for you guys, there's not really any fair value gap. There's this tiny fair value gap here, but if the fair value gap is small, it doesn't really matter. We're not too worried about it. But since these 5-minute fair value gaps were not on the 15-minute, I was like, okay, what's the chance we're going to hit here and react, or are we going to go sweep some liquidity? So as you guys can see, I should have held the fucking Narnia because I would have made $1 billion, but it's all good. It is what it is. And we kind of came down. We fucked around for a little bit. I'll show you guys if we jump into the 1 minute time frame. We kind of did a little bit of a fuck around. Like we pushed all the way down here, and this 1 minute candle, you guys can see it came all the way back up. But I've seen that many times before. The 1 minute time frame is a little bit just excuse me, boys. The 1 minute time frame's a little bit fucking everywhere, so I'm not gonna play, you know, take out at break even if it's giving me this sort of fucking wick out, because I still think we're gonna go down to sweep liquidity. So we had this weird icky looking candle, and then we came down. Once we came down and closed right here, I knew we were gonna hit take profit because we've inversed these fair value gaps on the 1 minute, and we reclaimed this massive fucking push back up. So very easy trade. If you guys took US30, it depends where you put your take profit. I know my mentor got fucked on this because he was going for his take profit at this high over here. So if your take profit was at this high, you would have got cooked because you would have been literally 1 point away and then stopped at break even. And then, but if you didn't, if you had your take profit just a little bit more conservative, then there would have been a winning trade. If you missed both of these, then you could have taken the reversal. So, boys, what do we need for a reversal, right? We need a down consistent move. What I mean by down consistent move, we need a big move that doesn't have any or many up candles if it's down or down candles if it's up, right? So we can see no down candles in this whole thing, right? So we come down, come down, come down, sweep the liquidity right here, major liquidity. We actually swept like weekly liquidity. We swept something like that shit over there. So we swept that, and then all I'm really looking for now is a little bit of momentum to the upside. And you guys can see we were kind of creating a little bit of a zone. So we had this wick out of the zone, we had this big retracement, and then we had a push past that wick. That could have been a entry for the reversal right there. Stop loss, you could do stop loss just under that wick on the 1 minute, and then take profit could have been the start of this BPR, or, you know, maybe the end of this BPR. So very good trades. All three trades could have been winners if you played it correctly. I think, in my opinion, NASDAQ was definitely the best trade. This reversal wasn't too bad, and the long on US30 wasn't too bad either. So I'll see you boys in the next recap. I will be live trading tonight, so make sure to jump on to the Discord if you have not already. The link is in the bio. And we do live trades every single day. I'm not doing live trades so you guys can copy it and profit, because remember, I'm still also in the journey of becoming a better trader as well. So this is all for, you know, if you can take a little bit of learning purposes. So here you go, boys. I'll show you my Discord. Jump in here. We have a whole free core section. We got a foundation. So I'll quickly go and show you guys what this actually covers. So we have how to mark levels, how to use different time frames, the 1 2 3 rule, which is part of our strategy, and then we have when and where to play stop loss and take profit, liquidity simplified, and then we have extra confirmation. We got take losses, turn losses into lessons, journal, risk management, and psychology. Psychology is one of the most important things, and I got a few more psychology videos on the channel for you guys. And then, of course, I post all my trade recaps, all my wins, all my losses. I'll see you boys soon. Hope to see you all in the Discord. Peace.